Men don't talk except this new Mama Yos that are coming up now. Men don't.
You call them now?
Mama Yo.
Mama Yo. Or describe, give me characteristics of Mama Yo.
They're usually fair, but they're usually fair. Or if they're not fair, they're dark. If they're dark, and then they struggle to bleach.
Somebody will have a dark or fair.
Now let me ask you. I know what I gave you. Please tell me what you gave me. Now let me ask you.
Hello people, it's your boy Ambassador again doing his thing. So once again on Chakara TV to have these insightful conversations. As you can see, I'm once again here with the pretty ladies. I don't need to introduce them again. I mean, you'll see their names somewhere there. They've introduced themselves a number of times. If you don't know, there's a problem. Now, today we are going to start off with Yvonne Nelson, the whole Yvonne Nelson saga. She wrote a book. I am not Yvonne Nelson. My next question was, then who are you? But anyway, that's for our family to define. But a number of issues she brought up in her book, which that's what we'll be discussing. We're not going to dwell so much on her life. That's her problem. But we're just going to pick up some of the lessons from there and then we're talking about it. So the first thing she mentioned was the abortion which she committed with Sarkozy in 2010. Then she went on to detail her issues with Inyanya, who cheated on her with Tonto Dike, and then she mentioned her father issues where her mother lied to her, I think twice, with regards to who was her father. She did DNA test and all, and then realized the 3 men were not her father. She no longer talks with her mother. First question which I'd like to jump on with: what are your stance with regards to abortion?
It depends. So sometimes it's okay to, sometimes it's not okay to. Like it just depends on the particular situation.
Okay, but like the guys they mentioned that it's against the law, so you just have that at the back of your mind.
It all depends on the law. There are some countries that have legalized.
No, we're in Cameroon.
Okay,
also
Cameroon.
I cannot remember. I just forgotten the penal code they mentioned here, but so you can go to prison.
You see, in Cameroonian Penal Code, we have section, I think it's 337, which talks on abortion. Abortion, first of all, is a crime on its own. Yes, it's a crime on its own.
What are your stance on abortion?
No, I'm against.
Okay.
Aww.
So you have a child of the Lord and then a child on the fence. A child on the fence. So now let's look at the issues we have there, right? Because I was saying like abortion. When you say it depends, what do you mean by it depends?
It depends on the situation on which the person got pregnant.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people get pregnant from rape.
Yeah.
And then having to grow up with that child, like seeing that child is just like reliving the trauma over and over again. So perhaps the first instinct you have is like, let me just get rid of it. Like it's not something that you plant. You not plan for the child.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the real definition of unplanned.
Yeah.
And then sometimes to health.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's sometimes that you cannot keep a baby.
Yeah.
The hospital is going to advise that you should take it out,
yeah.
those kind of things. Yes. So I feel like these are the situations.
No, yeah. So rape, incest, health, those 3 things. I mean, legal living philosophy, there are exceptions which could be made, right?
Yeah.
Now we are not talking. Yvonne Nelson's case was not any of these things. It was Sarkozy, blowing up star, knew he had a girlfriend, side chick kind of drama. You got pregnant, guy does not want to keep it, then you abort. Are you in favor of that kind of abortion or not?
No, I'm not in favor.
Okay. So there's no dependency in that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what about you?
Can I just hit back on the point she mentioned about rape?
Yeah, the exception, yeah.
Okay. First of all, I think that even if you're raped, like the child is not the fault.
Yeah.
You
The child
cannot
is
say
not.
that
No.
Let
Let me learn. Okay, yes, you're going through
I mean, for
several
once, the girls
emotions.
are one girl that has to learn. Because if you are the guys who are fighting to learn, okay, it's learn.
Because I understand you're going through several emotions. You're like, can I keep this child? Then the trauma can hit you back. Like, but yes, you need to understand that now. First of all, like, there's a reason for everything.
Even for the rape.
Yes, even for the baby.
I get that.
That child, you don't know, like, you don't know who that child. You don't know who that child can
Don't say that thing. People,
like,
don't say that thing.
like, you should not.
Those are statements people are making like Allen Pork. Like this is a new generation. People who have gotten raped and had children. The children have been thieves and even worse.
They have been thieves, and there are some that have
carried a president.
and there are some that have not been thieves.
So
yes, so why should you take that back away from that child?
if God wants, you say everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
If God wants to give you a president, when you move that one, another president will come. many doors shall close and they'll open again.
That's such a bizarre thing.
President
Like,
Even
Mother.
your thinking
That's
to me
such a
is
bizarre
bizarre.
You are a slave president. Anyway, go ahead.
I'll
Yeah.
allow you. Okay, so all the persons I only can be say I will.
To you.
You understand?
President Mother. After only marriage.
Okay, the second
Yes.
point that she was talking about might not be saying you don't have the financial support to raise a child.
Yeah.
That's why the orphanage. Like,
I
go and
don't
keep
talk
the
about
child.
orphanage.
she's
Your
talking
health.
about your health.
Okay, your
There are
health.
sometimes that
Then
you
she
cannot
mentioned
carry a
rape,
baby.
and
They'll
then
tell
she-
you.
yeah, I
Okay,
didn't
yes,
say
terminate.
that.
okay,
I
yes.
didn't
That
say
point, I'm like, okay, yes, maybe.
that. Yeah, health-wise, yeah.
Yes, health wise.
Yeah.
That should be like the only reason.
The rape you are doing right.
Yes, no, yes.
I was
should not
just telling
because
you, if
for
you've
one
not
thing, that's
experienced
murder. That's murder in a sense. Like, it's not. What's the right word I'm trying to use? Appropriate. It's
Yeah,
not.
ethical.
Yes, it's not ethical for you to.
Who
abort the
ethical
baby.
help?
No, but my own point with my own thought with regards to this is right. If I always want to boil down to the woman, especially in cases like health and rape, because who are you to tell her how she feels? And if God did not want her to have the right to maybe decide on that child's life, then God would have given a certain key to a certain pastor that okay.
You understand?
When this child wants to come out and open the door, the child will come out so that the woman is not in control. But if God has put that right and that decision in the woman's hand, then let her make it. I think, same as you said, everything happens for a reason. They said women have the decision in regards to life, who they bring and who they don't bring. And if she decides not to keep it, it's her. If there's some consequence, some trauma, whatever she lives, if she has killed the president, then she has killed the president. But I will not be the one to tell her how to live it. But if it's that where the man's own voice comes is if it's my child, then you want to abort it, then there is a problem. But if it's another man's child, maybe it's you and the state will fight
It all depends on the man. There's some crazy men who will be like, keep the baby, and then they go further to do nothing. They're like, they just, my woman don't carry belly. And then she's the one who's moving around with their shame, while the justice in the house, no provision, they don't even provide for her, nothing. Like, it does not make sense. Okay, I should keep the child eat what? My intestines.
Yeah, but now, what you are saying is a very valid point. But some women too want to be extra. So it's very, should I call it context specific, like, the woman will tell you like I want to go and have the child, but my own born now live for America.
Babe, you want born for America.
So now if the man says no, it's general hospital, is that one of the reasons why you want to go abort the child?
Before you were having sex with her, you should have known that she was extravagant.
Exactly. And
You
why
should
you
know the
first of
kind
all
of
having,
person she is.
and why you first of all having unprotected
But
sex?
that's not the reason to want to abort a child because because the one year
that's not reason
is
at all.
extra.
It's not reason at all.
Now, on the other hand, I think if a man is saying some of those things, I want to just drag it to the law because when two human beings cannot agree, the law is the thing that comes in
The
between.
police is here, friend.
Yes, we go to the state council, we sign undertaking. How much should I give realistically? Okay, 50,000. If I'm giving 50,000 francs, you have to keep this child. Those are the terms and conditions. Every 2 weeks, we are going to the hospital to do checkup. Because some girls, they are going to be collecting your money for the next 8 months to the same miscarriage. When they've had standing salary from
I
you.
had a friend once, she texted me, she's like, please text me like you're a doctor and say that to abort this child is 60,000. I want fully, but I know they for belly. I'm like, what? I'm like, sis.
So that's a regular scam girls run on guys. So you go to the state council, she does the test. Then every 2 weeks, people go and do the test again. Every 2 weeks, you go and do the test again, just to be sure. So that you don't put on the standing salary for 8 months. Then she says she has a miscarriage. Miscarriage that you see blood that looks like somebody just scratched her head. And then that's what. So with some of those things, it's case specific. We come back to the Yvonne Nelson case because now one of the issues she raised was the abortion she committed for what's his name, Sarkozy. Where some people were saying that it's because she did not know that Sarkozy will become Sarkozy. At that time, they showed the picture where he was sucking cola and his jaw was just like that. So he looked like poverty and was still living with his mother. But now he's a big boy. You never know. Coming back to what she said of, you don't know what that child will become.
Exactly.
Not big like
Yvonne
Sarkozy.
Nelson
self.
is
No,
a big
but
girl.
she
She's not
can,
big
she
like
can,
Sarkozy.
she could have raised the child, not.
Then, and then she would still have managed all by herself.
Yes.
Because if she,
If
from what
she
I
had
heard,
raised that
she was
child-
already acting. She had a car.
Yes.
It's true she was living in the hostel. Yes, at the time she aborted the child. But just because I'm sure she had a certain. She said she grew up in a single mother home, so she didn't want to raise a child single mother again, which is somehow
The
valid.
whole topic is even very controversial because I think from Sarkozy's own reply, he said something like she gave her consent.
He
He
gave.
did not force her.
No, but how can you
What
force
I
a
read.
girl? You cannot force a girl to abort a child.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know personally. Like I'm a woman, yes, but I feel like her claims are not valid.
No, so I can't that I'm pregnant. You said you don't have money to take care of the child. Your career cannot handle. Now go abort the child. If you keep the child, Sanangashke twice, your business. So she didn't want to carry that burden alone.
But
That's
I
why
don't
she
even
did
think
it.
he said that. Did he say that?
That's what she claims. That's what's happening.
Because like from his reply, it's just like she's the one wanted the abortion. From what like the way I read from my own perspective.
Yeah, but he might have forced her to want the abortion. Plus, being a guy, I think many guys do that where they are passively involved in it. They don't want to carry the burden of
He did
we
not
committed an
resist.
abortion. Yes,
He
but
did
he's
not
very
resist.
passively
Okay,
involved
like
in
it's
it.
your choice.
Yeah, do what you want to do, but if you
She
are not
made her
giving me,
choice
if
now.
you are not giving me these options, technically you are telling me to go abort the child.
It's the
because you're
same
not
way.
helping
It's
out.
the same way we can say God is passively involved in our own lives. Yes, because He says that okay, I've put you on.
Do what you want to do.
If you want to be a thief, be a thief. If you want to, but at the end, know that you should be accountable for your decisions.
25 strokes,
yeah.
hair fire, straight.
You understand?
Now, the next thing is the fact that she did not have a father. Do you think it's because later on she went on to give the details of Inyanyan cheating on her with Tonto DK? Even the man who she finally had a child with still abandoned her, so she's still a single mother, although she didn't want to become a single mother. At the end of the day, when she mentioned about her search of her father and how her mother has told her thrice that particular man are her father, but she does a DNA test and realizes that they're not her father. Don't you think that it was that trauma that was pushing her into the Sarkodie situation, the Yanya situation?
That's exactly what I want to say. I don't think she's stable.
No, that she's not stable.
No, not like she's mad though. Like
No, but do you know that many girls are moving out
I
there
have,
now
I have,
and
I
have
have
those
friends.
things?
I have friends like
have
that,
what?
like single.
That trauma,
They come out from single
they're
parents,
looking for.
and they even claim that like they don't want to get married. Like they don't just want to catch the other gender. Like,
There are some who go into that extreme or don't want to catch the other gender. There are some who.
Move though. End up.
There are
siblings.
some who, as soon as you just say hello, the way they just hug you is as if they feel that you are not their father. That hug is father hug and husband hug and
Depends on
boyfriend hug.
if it depends on if you come shaking car keys. I think that's when they want to hug you.
Maybe.
Like you just say poor man
and
and
you
hug
hug
you.
him.
You now I'm money. I'm going this way. You're just bringing me to money. I was talking about emotional things. You're talking about financial
No,
things.
because like how?
Anyway, I leave that one to chat. When we are going to meet the boys, I'll bring up
She's
this
already out
their
pointing me a
financial
finger.
hugging based on money and
No,
capital.
yes. So I was saying.
So I think there is that trauma which a lot
Mhm.
of girls are dealing with.
Yeah.
Our society is not even aware of it. Because I'm someone who likes to talk, I like not talk a lot, I like to talk deep a lot. So that many people come and confide in me things and I'm like, whoa, so you are going through
You
this.
say you finish this.
Yeah, but also they know that I'm not a guy who sits in the bar, I'm not flippant, I'm not going to talk about this. I'm just like I hear and then
nice role.
also I give you very, should I call it what? Strong opinions. So those who come to me to say those things, they know that I'm going to tell them, man, who said to come be talking to that, but you knew that you're going to be doing that. You were wrong to do that. Why were you handling that? So I'm going to give you my candid opinion. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to be a best friend. I don't have any best friends like that. I rarely even have friends. So if Vexo, you know Vexo is your problem.
But
I'll tell you
also,
what I do.
it also all depends
Yeah.
on who you want to advise. Personally,
Yeah.
That's 1 year you're supposed to tell me.
So
Like,
if you want to hear what you want
But
to
if I come
hear,
and ask you that, should I leave this boy alone?
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, tell me that no.
what
so
I would
if you tell
suggest
me
to
yes,
you,
I'm like, mommy, I don't want to hear.
so what I would suggest to you is take a phone, record your
Yes,
own voice, play it
and
to
you
yourself.
play it to
But if you
yourself.
come and ask
Exactly.
me, then you want to hear what I
The
have to
same
say.
way, the same way what you insist to hear, you want to hear. The same way I will say what I want to say.
And
If
I
you want
don't
to
hear
say-
it.
Exactly, but
Oh,
almost
yeah.
but
So at the end of the
What-
day,
what
when you
accomplish?
become Yvonne Nelson,
is
I
I
am
would
not
say I
Yvonne
told you.
Nelson. But anyways, I feel like it's
no.
because-
Actually, she said I am not. I think that was a bit.
Yeah.
who is she? No. But I think she's trying to escape from
her real self.
all of that drama she's going
Yeah.
through, which is valid for somebody to escape
I
from
think
that kind
she's
of
trying
life.
to say all that she went through is like
not-
it's not her. Or
But even
something like
literally
that.
speaking, she's not Yvonne Nelson because the Nelson name which she carries is one of those fathers that her mother lied to her. That was her
That's
father.
not really her
So
father.
technically, she's not even Yvonne Nelson. She's Yvonne with the Nelson part, but not.
Who is the Nelson even? Is he like
He's a
an
man who-
influential man?
I think maybe he has money.
And then she has a problem with being Yvonne Nelson. I am Nina Nelson.
So, no, plus now she has her money and she's in search of her
A
identity.
little more
who she
money will
is.
not hurt. A little more. It can't hurt
Oh,
now.
God, this generation is in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, she's
Don't
just the one,
generalize us,
right?
Yes.
Anyway,
No,
Don't
but I feel like
generalize
majority of girls are like her.
us.
though.
Well, yes. it's true.
I'm a very different girl. Like most people that meet, they're like, oh my god, you're so different.
Different how? Worse
Exactly.
than
Like I'm
what?
special. I don't like the look Cherry is giving me. Like
So-
I'm very different.
Anyway, for me, one, we need to. If you're living with the girls, right, you know some of those your friends have these issues.
Yeah.
But you should be able to tell them like you have an issue. Like if you ask me
I
now,
have a friend like that.
Yeah,
But
this-
she's fine.
yes, this is not a therapy session. But if you ask me my issues, I can list my issues to you for days.
I can even cry with you. Because
And that's the first stage to sorting out yourself is knowing your issues. And I think most people have issues. Like in places like America now, therapy is almost like, let me not say compulsory, but everybody just goes to therapy.
Exactly.
and it's really
Like,
expensive. I tried to register online.
that is a
$2,000
big,
for
that's
what?
a big thing over there. But I feel like here in Africa, especially
Yeah.
Cameroon,
Yeah.
we are a little bit
That
oblivious
yeah.
about all this situation. Like you see somebody want to talk about this mental health
Yeah.
issues, and then somebody be like, Ash, forget that thing. You know, be black man. All that kind of things. Like,
And I
I'm
made
so
a
big.
post about this on
So-
my spaces yesterday. Just like they say, black does not crack. Like black people, or if you cry that
Does not break, yeah.
you're heartbroken or something.
you're going
they'll
through
tell
some
you,
emotional
Mama, now
stuff,
we go
yes.
drink garri. I'm like,
Or, like they just
No, but that one for
flip it
emotional.
outside.
I don't understand emotional.
like my elder sister, when I want to confide in her, she will laugh.
No, but
It's
I
not
feel
about
like
laughing. It's like, yes, you can. Okay, like you
girls
want
do the
to talk.
emotional things extra though.
No,
Yeah, you-
no.
No, like when you say heartbreak, right?
Everybody's feelings are valid, so there's no extra. Maybe you're just doing less.
No, I mean like
Or because you're a man, you're
a guy
trying
has
to
broken
cover,
up
you know,
with
you
you.
cannot show that.
you are crying.
It's not always about a guy, but okay, yes.
That's the example I want to give.
Mhm.
You are crying.
Mhm.
What should the person do now to stop you from crying?
Text the boy now. That's the
That he should not break up with you.
No, my own view about
Yes,
it is that
therapy, she's
okay,
crying,
the only
she
thing
needs
like
you.
like what? Like if she will go to a therapist, like over there,
Yeah.
they don't. If you're telling a therapist kind of situation, they will not text you the guy and like
No.
like the point is just to listen to
Don't
her.
ask questions,
Yes,
console you.
just
No,
like
but I
sometimes
think
just
the
talking
therapist-
about it.
No, but you
Just
should know that
talking
the
about
therapist
it.
is trained to do that.
Yes.
I'm not trained to do that.
No, but
The therapist
sometimes
is paid
sometimes
to listen
no,
to you.
sometimes
You know
just
what
listen
now I
to
was saying?
somebody's
Now I was saying
problem.
that it's
Cringes.
$2,000. Me, I'm here. Maybe I've even come to my house. You have taken my juice and my chin chin.
No.
Then you still give me again noise on
And
my
ear-
No,
ear.
sometimes
earphone.
sometimes just listening to somebody, right?
Yeah.
And just like giving the person a hug can calm the person.
I see how many times you give me hugs.
Your problem are usually
confession.
your problems are usually so bizarre and
They not
this
deserve
is-
hugs.
My feelings are valid.
Like, she's too
my
much.
problem is my problem.
It's extra emotional.
extra and that's another story. You can have a podcast about just her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure the guys will be very happy to have to discuss that
Yeah,
particular
Charlie.
Because I was told that she has a time, how do they call it? Should I call it time phobia or a time? No, one where the guys
coming
started
late.
happening up. Yeah. They said you are a cause of concern. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day. So, for me, girls should start talking to your friends. I'm not limited. I'm just saying that girls because you guys are here now.
I don't think girls should talk to girls. I think girls should talk to boys. My gender has been, how should I say, coined to confiding in somebody is just like when you told me that people come and talk to you. The first thing that came to my mind, free gist.
What do you want to do, this shit?
What do you mean? What do you want to? Oh
Just
my god! I would text her like she's as cute. Can you imagine that?
Like
Like
there's this rush in your body.
Wow.
yeah, like adrenaline starts pumping. So I feel like most times, I like to quote my other sister again. Like most times, she's always like she has more of male friends because she can actually confide in them. In men don't talk except this new mama yos that are coming up now. Men they
You
don't.
call them now, huh?
Mama yo.
Mama yo. Okay. What describe? Give me characteristics of Mama yo.
They're usually fair,
Eh.
but they're usually fair. Or if they're not fair, they're dark. If they're dark, and then they struggle to bleach.
Somebody will have a dark affair.
Okay, sorry, now.
There's some that in
Bleach
between.
niggas. Then they have dreads,
Eesh.
just like weird shit, that earrings, everything. Master just camera shit.
Okay. Those
Yes.
are the Mama yos.
Mama,
I also feel like now, especially here in our African mentality.
Yeah.
Like if you spend your time, like if these teenagers, like they actually get to talk to their parents about this emotion, because we are too scared at some point. Like you want to go and talk to your mother or your father about this issue, they're like, or sometimes they're like, what are you talking about? Like,
No, but
Like,
the thing
there's
is,
this
put yourself in their
caution.
shoes. That's why we wanted to engage with the guys. Our parents do not have those conversations with their parents, so they don't know how to have it with their children. So we have a broken society because, like they say something about the girls that girls, you know that you're having sex, you're going to get pregnant. At times, those girls don't really know what it's all about. basic things like their periods. They have to learn from friends. Their friends give them all kind of funny advice like drink whiskey like this, mix grenadine with this, do this one, do this one, do this one. Those are all crazy things which the friends are also just guessing. But if your parents sit you down and like, okay, that thing that they say, they call it the bees and the what conversation. It's a way to refer to the whole sex reproduction conversation.
Yeah.
And for me right now, the older I get, the more I just straight to my parents like, you decided on who you want to marry now. I'm blunt with them directly as regards to, I'll tell my mother like, yeah, you like this person like that. You used to like the man like, I'm blunt with you like that because I feel like in our society we don't have those conversations.
Exactly.
Hence the children go and watch movies, read Mills and Bonds.
They have their own
The
things.
girls is the worst. Telenovela is where they're gonna learn love. Forgetting the African love context is something else.
Excuse
and then
you,
now
there are sweet boys like that in
they're
Cameroon.
expecting you to be
Love is love
Angelo
everywhere.
Bonavista, and I'm like,
But now,
where did you see?
is it more than you to pluck flowers for me? To send me one dress to card?
So, but it's not realistic.
Good morning, my queen. Like, let me walk all over you.
Where is the gold crown you have on your head that you're not the
So if
Queens
you look,
usually
if
have
you look
money.
deeply, you see it.
With your spiritual eyes.
I'm rich in the mind.
queen? Oof.
Let me talk like ENA.
Okay.
Deep
Keep
down.
attacking him in his absence. When
Deep
he's
down.
there, you mention it again.
No, but if I
So, now what I wanted to drive at was
Yeah.
one, you are future parents. Have those conversations with your children to fix the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
Two, have this conversation with your peers. Why I like to have these conversations is because I'm trying to communicate with people, although I cannot communicate with everybody. But I'm hoping that when we put those things online, people sit and then they start to talk. I had a very long conversation with my sister the other day just because I was having some of these conversations with her due to gender roles, and we talked some things about the podcast. And then we went deep into many things, talk about family things, which normally we don't talk about those things. So that's why some of these things, if people don't want to use it, it's their problem. But I like these conversations as openers. Because some of the time we assume that you cannot even imagine what young people are thinking. But when Nina is talking about how much she wants to hug somebody who has a car key and money, it's her truth.
I'm playing.
Okay.
This is not me. I am not me, Nataka.
Okay.
Deep
So
down, I'm somebody else.
who are you finally?
She's still thinking.
I am a child of God.
Which church?
Pastor Janji.
Okay. When what's his name? Charlie is here, I'm going to ask him to define Nina. Because I think he's one of those people that he
He's
has
going
a very
to be very biased.
no, he will not be biased. He has a very objective
He even attacks me on
analysis
phone.
of-
So you need character development. I'm like, what the fuck?
So if you are saying that you are a child of God, why do you think he thinks new character development?
Because he does not know who I am. He
Then
literally
who
just
will know who you are if he does not know who you are?
You, I know who I am.
Yes, I know who you are.
Thank you.
You don't think she needs character development? Speak at you and shame the devil. God is watching.
This is another podcast.
Okay.
Yes.
So just her silence already says much. I prefer him who is going to tell you like you need prayer. Anyway, that's discussion for another day. Maybe 5 years down the line we'll have somebody to write I am not Nina, a whole book. And then we'll discuss on the
No,
podcast.
alright, I am not who SM Chari says I am.
Now, I just wanted us to have a brief convo with the girls. When we meet the guys, we really have a lot of exchanges because the guys have another stand regarding some of these things like abortion, their stance on it. The money aspect did not even come up when we're talking about the guys, but that's another angle which I want to bring in when we're discussing with the guys. So, people, as usual, these conversations are so that you pick it up at home. We are not trying to bring Brenda Bia here or a girl who is not living the everyday reality. These are everyday people talking about everyday struggles and everyday ideas so that you guys pick it up in your homes and then say, okay, this is my stand. I agree with her, I don't agree with her. I'm for abortion, I'm not for abortion. You claim holy. What is all said and done is that girl who died beside your house was not a native doctor, it was an abortion. That over bleeding, that barrenness which that girl cannot have a child, it's not your grandmother that started your womb. You have removed the womb. So let's start to have this conversation and then speak our truth because like it or not, we make choices, consequences will come. So if you don't have a conversation with your younger sister, when she commits the abortion, people are going to blame the upbringing, blame your ancestors, blame who you want to blame. But when it's all said and done, you are partly to blame because you now have these conversations with her and you not try to guide her in the right way. So we are just trying to contribute our own drop of water and trying to make the society a better place. But it's all left to you out there at home to pick up these conversations and then have them with your friends, siblings, relatives, whoever it may be. So guys, we are out for now, but you'll see us again with the guys. Bye.